Get set, ready, go. Now, right, let's go. Right, let's go. Right, let's go. Right, let's go. Do it, babe. Do it, babe. Do it, babe. Get set, ready, go. Now, right, let's go. Right, let's go. Right, let's go. Right, let's go.
What's up, Amaja gang? It's your girl Jorryn, back at it again with another video. And in today's video, we are doing a recap of day 1 and day 2 of my in-car driving lessons. But before we get into the video, Happy New Year, y'all! I am so excited that we have all finally made it to 2021 after the crazy year we had last year. I'm really hoping that this year is 10 times better than the one I just passed, because y'all know it was wild. It was wild. But let's go ahead and get into this recap of my in-car driving lessons. So my first day went pretty decent. It wasn't terrible, but you know, it was decent. When I first got into the car, I was cool with my instructor. He was talking to me. As he was talking to me, my heart just started racing. I'm like, what is this? Because like I told y'all before, I wasn't nervous. I was, ready to drive. I was excited. I was like, put me in the driver's seat. And so then my breathing started. I started breathing real heavy. I was just like, ugh. So once I got to the driver's seat, I was cool. But let me tell y'all, my instructor, he was nice. That's the biggest thing. He was nice, y'all. He's real patient with me because it was a little struggle. Trying to drive the speed limit was a little bit of a struggle. He really kept getting on me about that speed limit. Because it's like I was going, what was it? It was like 15 and a 25. And he's like, you got to get it up there. You got to push. You got to push. And so he for real was staying on me about that speed limit thing. We ended up getting it together after a little bit. But it was nice. We kind of stayed in the neighborhood area to start out with. He was saying that I need to work on my turns. He actually gave me a little coaching guide, y'all. I'm going to actually go over it while I talk. But he went over all the pre-driving procedures, everything that needs to be working in my car for when I go to take the test. Y'all, he broke down the test for me. He told me what they testing for and how it's gonna go. All they gotta do is do my pre-driver check stuff. I have to do maneuverability, and then I have to park back in the parking lot that we started at, and then I'm done. Oh, that's easy. I got that. Went over that. Let me see what else is on here. Your girl got all 2s. It's a rating out of 1 out of 3. 2 is fair. So, I'm decent. I'm pretty good. But I could definitely do some work. The first day was something. It was something. But he did write a little notes for me. He said I need to learn to stay centered in the lane, y'all. I was just drifting just a little. So y'all know the line. I was just drifting a little to the left on the line. He's like, you gotta stay centered in the middle. He's like, because you don't want to side swipe somebody type stuff. So in my notes, what else? He said my right turns were too wide. And some of my left turns were too short. And I need to be visually attentive. Y'all, it didn't seem to me that I was doing my left turns too short. But he was definitely you gotta cut the wheel. So, your girl's learning to cut the wheel. But I got a 2 on that. The rating is 1, needs improvement, 2, fair, and 3, competent. So, I'm a decent driver. I just need some work. What else? And then he put for my speed awareness because I was struggling with the speed limit. He said I was driving too tentatively, so I was driving too slow, y'all. He told me, he's like, you're driving like you're 80. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm not used to this driving stuff. I have only been driving on the road, y'all, like on the open roads twice. That's it. Like, that's it. So your girl has barely any experience. I made sure I told him that too, because he was like, have you gone on the highway? I said no. He's like, oh no. Yeah, no highway for me right now. But y'all, let me tell y'all, I was so excited when he started like getting on me about my speed limit. I was getting up there, y'all. I was going 40 miles per hour. I know that might not seem like a lot to y'all, because y'all probably be, you know, experienced drivers. But for me, baby, that was fast. I was like, oh, look at me driving 40 miles per hour. So I was really excited coming home about that. Like, I drove 40 miles per hour. He also said a lot of my stuff that I was like messing up on, like the little hiccups, he said that's normal. He's like, you know, you don't have a lot of driving experience, so that is normal for me to be missing this stuff or not, you know, catching on to this. So the first day wasn't too bad. So after I came home and stuff, I literally just like watched YouTube videos on how to better, you know, fix the things that I was messing up on. Because it's like, you know, your girl's trying to get her license today after her last in-car. So it's like, I need to really, you know, be remembering this stuff. That way, come license time, I can get it no problem. Oh, and he said I need to get more comfortable with the right-of-ways. So basically, a right-of-way is like, if it's say there's 3 stop signs, or 4. Let's say there's 4 stop signs. Right-of-way means that you go in the order that you appear at the stop sign. So say you came to a stop sign first, and then me, and then another person, then another person. Y'all will go first, then me, then another person, then other person. But you gotta make sure, like, y'all do them in order, because if somebody mess up or goes when they're not supposed to, it messes up the whole thing. So on that day, he definitely put, I need to get more comfortable with the right-of-ways. And then yesterday, y'all, yesterday was a huge improvement. He even said that. He's like, I'm seeing some huge improvement. I was like, ooh, yes. So yesterday's notes, y'all, we were supposed to, which I didn't go over what was the first thing was. So let me do that real quick. So the first day we went over pre-driving procedures, proper hand positions, tracking properly in intended lane, brakes properly and smoothly, slows down before turns, scans through turns, use hold and turn and hand over hand, tracks properly through curves and turns, speed awareness, and demonstrates right-of-way. So that was the first day. So the second day, yesterday, we did like a review of everything we did in lesson 1, and then we scanned the mirrors and intersections, hazards. We did proper communication. Y'all, when I seen that, I was like, what is proper communication? But that's basically making sure you're signaling when you're supposed to be signaling, like you're not waiting last minute to signal type stuff. So proper communication, maintaining a following distance of 3 to 5 seconds, having a safe speed, ability to analyze the driving environment, the right-of-way with right on red, the right-of-way on left turns, and then the safe and proper lane changes. So your girl got all 2s, and I actually had a couple +2s, okay? Got a couple +2s. Let's go over the +2s. So for the +2s, I got proper communication. I was signaling when I was supposed to signal, all that type of stuff. I maintained a good following distance. And then I had a safe speed, because, you know, your girl knew the speed limit and stuff. So we was vroom vroom, and we was going. We was going in the car. We was going. I was feeling myself not speeding, but like, you know, going speed limit because it was fast. But yes, we practiced some lane changes. Those were super easy. I didn't think it was gonna be that easy. You literally just look in your mirror as you're driving. If you see the car, you can go. If you see half the car, they too close. And then you gotta check the blind spot. If somebody in your blind spot, you can't go. But yeah, I did great. Lane changes to the left and lane changes to the right. On my notes here, he was like, I see we hit a new goal or a new record for miles per hour. Cause y'all, I was doing 45 miles per hour. Like, that is really fast for me. For like a new driver. If you're a new driver, y'all understand. If you're not a new driver, and y'all just might be speeding. But yeah, that was so fast for me. Y'all probably be them speeding people. They probably be going like 60, 70, 80 when they're not supposed to, but that's not gonna be me. But I was just excited to go that fast. I was just like, oh. So, I'm tearing up my notes paper. Let me come down a little bit. So on my notes for that, he wrote we practiced 25, 35, and 45 miles per hour on a multiple lane road. So like, y'all know how the multiple lane roads go. He also said that I am driving with more confidence and I'm making great progress. And I realized that like once he kind of stopped talking after a while, or not after a while, but like when he wasn't telling me to either make a lane change or turn left or turn right or go straight, he wasn't saying much of nothing. So I was just like, you know, I was getting it on the road. You know, and what was the car we had? The car we was driving, it was a Toyota Camry. And one good thing about that car, like I kind of liked, was that it had the stuff was digital. So like the speedometer was digital. So I was able to like look at the road real quick and then look at the speedometer and make sure I'm going the right speed limit and stuff. At one point, y'all, I had to slow down because it was like 45. No, I think it was like 40 and I was going like 45, 50. So I had to slow down. But yes, I am so like excited. He said I'm making great progress. And then he did say, what does it say? Oh, he was telling me and teaching me about the right-of-ways with the cross traffic with the green arrow. If you have the green arrow, you have the right-of-way over people that's going straight. And so I learned that. My turns with the right-of-way going to the left were really good. I was able to, you know, stay in my lane. You know, how I was struggling with the first day. I was able to stay in my lane and whatnot. And then, what does this say? His writing's a little small, y'all. And he was explaining to me the right on red. So if it doesn't have the sign of no turning on red, and if traffic from this way has a green arrow, and traffic from this way has a green arrow, right? That's what the demonstration said. He wrote on the piece of paper, y'all. He wrote this. But I was kind of having a hard time trying to understand it. But basically, hold on, let me fix my papers. If traffic from this side going this way is turning left, and then traffic from this side turning this way is going, I have the right of way to turn on red. And only during that do I have the right of way to turn on red. So I'm still trying to, you know, understand that. But I'm catching on, y'all. I'm really catching on. And then the lane change. The lane change I did really good on. Like, the first time we did it, he explained it to me. And we switched sides so he can show me, you know, how to do it. I did fine. I went over. I know I did ask him if I could drive my route to work, just so, you know, I know how it feels when I, you know, do be driving, how the traffic's going to be when, you know, I do start driving to work. You really did good. We actually stopped in the Kroger parking lot to practice, like, looking at where my blind spot is, and then we practiced some parking. And, y'all, the parking wasn't bad. Like, the way he was having me do it, he was low-key trying to confuse me, for real. I think he was. Because y'all know, y'all got to turn left to go right, and then right to go left. But the way he was wording it, he was like, I want you to back out the way we came in. So I'm thinking like he wants my butt into the car to go this way. He's like, no, I want you to back out the way we came in. So basically the opposite. So yeah. So however we came in, he was just making it real confusing for me. So I had to like ask a couple times for clarification, like, okay, so you want me to do this? So you want me to do this? And he was like, yeah. So he's very patient, you know, he's very patient, understanding. And it went really well. So I'm really proud of myself. He did say that tomorrow we're going to be starting maneuverability, y'all. He said maneuverability is difficult. So he gave me some papers to kind of practice with. I don't know how I'm going to practice because y'all know Mom and T won't get in the car with me. But he gave me some papers to practice on for the straight backing and then the actual maneuverability. So I've literally just been looking over the paper. This seems easy enough, like as long as my wheels are straight and I'm looking back as I'm going back, I'll be fine. But it's the maneuverability for me. I've never done it, so hopefully, you know, I'm able to get it within the first couple tries. And plus, if I can get it fine with that car, y'all know my car is smaller than the Toyota Camry. So I should be able to do the maneuverability just fine. Because he was saying the bigger the car, the harder it is for maneuverability. The smaller the car, the easier it is. And y'all know, my little small car, she's small, okay? She cute and she's small. She's perfect. So we're going to do great on the maneuverability. Your girl only has one more class after tomorrow, and then we're going to try to shoot for that license the day after. But yeah, that was my recap, y'all. I'm really proud of myself. The sessions are only 2 hours, so like me driving around for 2 hours really goes by quick, and I'm just like, dang, why can't they be longer sessions? You know, I'm feeling this driving thing. I was getting excited. Time it was over, I'm like, dang, it's done already. He was like, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. So yes, y'all, I got the break of today. Today I didn't have to drive simply because, you know, it was New Year's Day, holiday. I don't think they're open anyways for holidays. So yes, my recap was really good, and he's very informative. Like I said, he's patient. He's like, if you have any questions while you're driving, go ahead and feel free to ask me. So y'all know I was like asking all the questions, because you know, people like, well, they do this and they do that, and so I was asking, and he was like, well, no. He's like, well, technically no. He's like, well, when they're scoring you, technically no. So like a lot of the stuff that I thought was going to go in place for driving, it's not, or they're not going to like deduct points for. So like I was some question I asked him for. Oh, I had asked because I had heard and seen that if you at a stop sign or stop light and your wheels are straight, they deduct points, or no, other way around. So I was told that if your wheels are turned, like say if you're about to already turn left or turn right, if your wheels are like pre-turned before you take the turn, that they deduct points off. He's like, no. He's like, they don't do that. He's like, it actually helps the flow of the turn. So turning your steering wheel before you make the turn helps you better flow and make it a quick turn, whereas if your wheels are straight and you have to go out and then try to turn, that's when you make more wider turns. Yeah, that's what it is. But yes, y'all, like I said, I'm so excited. I'm halfway done. I'm so ready, y'all. I'm so ready. You know, I'm gonna be flashing out lights. It's like, ooh. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to see all my information, but I'm gonna be like, ooh. So, y'all, that's about it for this video. I just wanted to do a recap, let y'all know how my in-cars are going and what to expect if you do take in-cars. If you have any questions, you can comment them down below. I'll be sure to answer. And yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. Comment down below what more videos you want to see me do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Amaja gang because we're lit over here. And go ahead and hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every single time your girl posts a video. And like always, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.